I almost didn't want to record today, and today we are here. And as you know, I decided to put this one out because apparently the reason is this because if I put it for myself in my own drive, my drive can take it because it will be like a freaking 365 days of a live stream, a silent live stream. But in this case, we just post it instead of a live streaming. But yeah, I did, I did want to not do this today, but here we are, and I don't really have a topic nor anything to say. And if I want to tell you something. It's probably about, interesting. This is why, like, maybe we don't want to do a live stream. Maybe we don't want to post today. But I do have this anxiety that creeping out after a few hours posting yesterday, and I'm like, this is interesting. I'm not interested in getting anything from this, but I'm thinking to myself, what kind of fear is this? Because I fear of not being able to get it out just like now, which is okay because I'm not really being judged by anyone. I'm just being judged. I just judge myself for having this thought in the first place. It's not good, it's not bad, but I do hope that I don't have this situation. So, like when you get into something and you have second thought and you just don't want to do it, and you are here watching this, and I'm like, this is awkward because I never thought that I would be putting this out. Even though like I just never thought I would do it this way. And I sounds great at informing others about, hey, I'm doing it. Oh, actually, I want to talk about that. So, how I found this idea to actually do a freaking 365 days live streaming is because of this beautiful, amazing person named Melanie and Layer, and she shared her part about doing a live stream for 365 days because there are things that she understood at that time that she can get it by doing it, and she want her intuition to be like, okay, I'm going to be live and just like be there for the people. And I don't remember what she said, but she said something along intuition, and I'm like, that's probably also why I'm doing this. But the difference is that she doing it live stream, which is like there are audience, and I'm not doing it live stream. I'm just like posting it online to see how I can like accentuate what I want to say, the concept that I want to talk about. But today, what is the concept that I want to talk about? Very interesting. So, judging yourself for whatever you're not doing when you promise yourself that you want to do it is something that I struggle with like numerous of times because I'm thinking like, okay, how can I make this better? How can I efficiently do this? How can I do that? But even so, With this, it's like you're probably just putting out like a 10 minutes, a 20 minutes video out, and you don't necessarily edit it, which is what I did. But then the second thought is moving around your head, and you just like, okay, how do I actually get on this? You just get on it. Why would you second thought and like negative thinking about this? You just do it, and you did. And there's nothing that you are saying, but eventually you have put out things for the sake of putting out things, which is what I don't like. But then again, this situation is very similar to when you meet someone out there that they have such a hard time, and you are being the person who witnessed all of this thing going down. What do you usually do? Because I read a post yesterday about I don't want to waste my energy for people who don't serve my purpose. And I'm like, what if you're there for their purpose and not yours? And the person who wrote it said, reply, yeah, but I don't want to do that. It's just wasting my time. And I'm like, great. I'm here because I've been doing no doing what you did, which is like just saving my time for my own to my greatest benefit. But there are times where when people out there having a hard time, having not so great, and then they are triggering people, like you meet Karen, and then you experiencing such a turbulence within yourself. Like, what would you do? Are you being triggered by their action? What if you can like contain their experience in a way like, okay, this person has this going on, this person has this going on. It's not my style, it's not how I do things, but I do know that this is not their true form. This is not their true self. This is not who they are truly. And how can I be there for this person instead of focusing on my own? That's how I understand it. And this situation is probably that type of situation where I'm being vulnerable and you are witnessing the negativity, the overthinking, the second guessing going on in me. And can you like contain that? Because in living higher, in living in the higher frequency, in living in the five dimension, in living in new earth, whatever you want to call it, I personally include myself in the light workers people because I don't I don't I feel like an anomaly. That's what I feel like. And I often see people in this kind of state. So what if you are the person who contain all of this? I lost my train of thought. What did I talk about? Hmm, forget about it. But yeah, if you can be that person and see the other person's reality, even though they are not aligned with yours, and you can see, okay, this person needs me. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I can be there, hear their story, hear their thoughts, give my perspective. And if it's still not aligned with who they are, if they can't contain me, if I cannot be in any help for them, I'm gonna take it as a yes. I'm gonna take it as it is. I'm not gonna like make it to my purpose because it's not my time. Because sometimes you become an NPC in someone else's life and you need to be fully embody that role for the sake of their purpose, which is great. And it's already 10 minutes. You see me going haywire and then I just don't know what to talk about. You see me giving the lessons that I have perceived myself. And then it's 10 minutes and I talk about what I want to talk about. But if there are other things that we want to talk about, do we have it? This is me asking my intuition, the collective, which is what I want to train here as I do this 365 live stream. Not live stream, I always think about it as a live stream because I feel like you here with me, seeing me talking for a straight 10 minutes video. But yeah. Okay, so if I get into it, the collective, and the people who see this video, what would be the message for them personally? Well, I want to tell you this story that I was the person who cannot enjoy things, enjoy this life, the present moment, because I was so rigid. I just feel like this step and then the next step and the next step. It just like I don't have breaks between the two action, and I'm always on the go. And it got me into this space of like, oh my god, this life is boring. This life is really useless. It doesn't have any fun things within it, and I am being the person who knows what to do. I always like, okay, so what can we do with this? And the key point of this is that to slow down, not slowing down your action, and just slow down your moments, your inner thought. You can still be doing things, but you can be, okay, how do I feel about this? Thought, how do I feel about this? And the next moment, you see yourself as someone who strike for a better feeling, a better moment, instead of just getting things done, which is what I did. And I'm just sharing my personal experience because that's how I teach people, that's how I share with people, that's how I connect with people. And this is really bugging me up because sometimes I feel the need to look at the camera, but eventually, if you see me in real life, I am that person who's going to be, you're talking, but I'm gonna look away, look around, and you're still talking. I'm gonna do that too. And just like, do I wanna do that? Or sometimes I look at you. But if you are having your moment, sometimes I'm just look at you, seeing how your face change, how your energy change, to be like so observant and be in service for you. But if you're just like talking shit and talking nothing, I'm just like looking around and not seeing you and just like be in my own head. So yeah, it's just me. That's the last intuition hit that I got. So to keep the video short, it's not that short actually, but still it's pretty short than the first one. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.